everybody, welcome back to the Things That Move Me YouTube channel. Just wanted to do a quick update of my pen collection. I've gotten to this point here and I'm thinking that I'm probably going to slow down on the buying going forward, because I noticed that I'm basically only using about 4 of them on a regular basis. It's nice to have the other ones, and I'm sure once I run out of the ink on those ones that I'm using now, I'll probably ink up the other ones. It's not good to have, 15, 20 pens inked up at the same time when you're not using them, because they can dry out in there and things like that. So I'll probably start doing some sort of like rotation with the pens, which is cool. So this is the same bag that I showed you guys last time. I have on the far left here, I have my cross pen, which is, I think it was like my first pen that I ordered in a store. I did order a couple online before that, but it took them a while to arrive. I have my 2 Pilot Metropolitans. I like this one. It's got the snake kind of texture there, and then this is kind of like the generic black one that first came out. I got 2 of them because of the pen tips. I believe I got this one in fine, and it writes very fine because it's an Asian brand. So I got this one in medium, which is a little bit more my taste. I have my 3 Gin House here. Just gonna move that up a little bit. I have my 3 Gin House here, which are really nice, and these come with the converters built in. So I'm going to try a couple of the other inks that I have. I'm probably going to ink one of these up later today or tomorrow. Then I have my 2 Kawikos. I used to have a white one, but I gave that one to my girlfriend. She liked the little Kawiko. These guys are small. They don't have any clips. I really like this one. It's a brass one, so it's called the Kawiko Brass Sport. These are from Germany. So I have that one, and then I have the regular Kawiko Sport. They're very this one is very lightweight. They're small. I love that you have to twist off, do a twist cap like that. It's got the gold plated, so it's not really gold, it's just like a little bit like a gold finish, if you want to call it that. So that's nice, and these are really handy. They're really good everyday carrying pens. If you wear jeans, there's that little short pocket. I think that was for like pocket watches and stuff, but these actually fit right in there really nicely. So just to give you an idea, this pen here cost more than all of these combined. So doesn't look it, but it's about a $100 pen. The most expensive pen over here is probably this one. The cross was about 25, somewhere around there, and these were in the 17, 18s, and these ones are like under $6. This one here, if I recall correctly, is about 35, the regular Sport. And they do have different finishes, a couple other versions. Kawiko also makes a Lilliput, which I'm kind of curious about as well. Those ones are in the $100 range, if not a little bit higher. They're a little bit smaller, and they look neat. But see how this one has like the flat sides, so even if you put it on a table, it's not going to roll anywhere, versus the Lilliputs were more of like a rounded thing. So I'd be a little worried with those ones, having them fall off tables and misplace them, things like that. Then I have, I think this is the Platinum Preppy, the Pilot Varsity, the Pilot Plumix, it's nice, and then the Pilot Petite. These are all just like for fun. I just was looking for something inexpensive of a brand that I like. They all work really well. So even though these are in actually these ones are in like the $2.50 range, about 2.5. I think this one's like 4. They're still fun, very fun. Then I got this, which is basically just a, I don't know if you can see it super well, but it's basically like a pen dipper, ink dipper, sorry. So it's like a dip pen. So it's very comfortable, and this you would use if you were doing samples and things like that, which is really nice. That way you don't have to ink up a pen and take it back out and everything else. You just put it right on the tip. A little bit sits on there, and you can write with it a couple words, and then just to get a sense of that. And then I have this one over here, and I have my Pilot Lucina, my Lamy Safari. I really like this. It's my everyday pen. The styling isn't my favorite, but it writes beautifully. I like the grip. It's very comfortable, and it does come in a bunch of colors, so I'm thinking eventually I'll probably pick up a different color. They do come in the All-Star, which is aluminum, and there's a really nice orange one that I had my eye on before I made this purchase. So now I'm kind of on pause with getting pens for the time being. Although I do have a gift card that should be getting shortly, so I might make a list of 1 or 2 pens to get with the gift card. But I'm very happy with the pens. Very, very nice pen. It's kind of discontinued. You can find it on Amazon. There's a different design. This one was out, I believe, around the same time, if not a little bit earlier than the Metropolitan. Before the Metropolitan became really famous, this was kind of in that same bracket. So when the Pilot Metropolitan took off, the Lucina kind of fell off because they were both competing in the same price bracket. But I like the style and the finish, and it still has basically the same nib as the Metropolitan, so it still writes really nice. It's a little bit more expensive. I'd say maybe $10 more than a Pilot, but still not that expensive. And then this is my top of the line for me, and I don't ever want to spend more than that, I don't think, at least in the short term. That's my Lamy Safari. Not my Lamy Safari, sorry, my Lamy 2000. That's my Safari. So the Lamy 2000 is an iconic piece. It's very historic, and like the design and everything about it. It's very classic and modern. The build is very modern, very timeless. It's a nice, it's a very, very nice pen. And that one I really like because it's super comfortable. It has the, let me see if I can get it out of there. It has the semi-hooded nib. So you can see like right on the top, I don't want to get ink on me, but right on the top, the nib itself is covered, about 50% of it, and it's beautiful. This is a gold nib pen. So this one is going to be very, very, not flexible, but it's going to just glide on the page, and if you put a little bit of pressure, it will kind of give a little bit, which makes it very, very comfortable. It's got a great weight to it, and boom. And it has the built-in converter as well that works really, really well. So you wouldn't know it, but the back here unscrews for the converter to function, and then you just screw it back into place to basically seal that part off. So let's go over here. These are a few of the inks that I have. Nothing too crazy, but you know, I think finding a nice blue is always important. So I have my Waterman over here, which is the Mysterious. It's a very dark blue with a little hint of gray. And then you have the Serenity Blue, which is a little bit more of like the traditional dark blue. And then you have the Inspired Blue, which is definitely that lighter shade. Out of the three, I definitely gravitate to Serenity. I really like it. This one's got a little bit of an off blue that I'm not super in love with. And this one's just a little bit too light to feel official, if that makes sense. But they're all really nice, and I mean, I'd be happy just writing doodles and notes and random stuff with any one of them. The ink works really well, and I do have some good paper notebooks and things like that to write on, so that helps. So these are really nice, and this isn't a very expensive brand either. And then I have these ones, which these seem to be able to be found pretty easily as well. And this is J. Urban, and I have Lit d'été, which is kind of like a medium brown. It's interesting. I don't know if I'd write with it a ton, but it's nice to have that range. Then you have the Rouge Opera, which is kind of a reddish, like a dark red, like a, no, not dark, but like a medium red with some pink in it. It's interesting. I was looking more for like a maroon type color, but even that's very difficult to find. And then I have these two other ones. This one's Lierre Sauvage, and that one is universal cartridges, the small ones or the short ones, and then Vert Reseda, which is kind of a greenish, it's like a pale green, if that makes any sense. If you picture the color green and then just make it a little bit paler, it's not a very deep green. It's like a lighter green. So that's a kind of like what a sample bottle looks like versus the regular bottles. And I do believe there are larger bottles for these as well. So that's basically what I have right now. Like I said, I don't feel like I need to purchase anything else at this time. But if I happen to have a gift card to Amazon or any place else, I'd have no problem picking up 1 or 2 pens. I do want variety, so I probably won't double up on any of these. But I might pick up a pen that's in the same ballpark, or maybe the same manufacturer, but a different one. One that I'm kind of curious about is the Retro 51 Lincoln, the Tornado. And only because that one is copper. So I have this pen here that's brass, which I really like that, and how it patinas and how it shows scratches and everything else. Having the Retro 51 Lincoln would be really nice. I believe they had a nickel one, but I didn't find that very appealing. Just the design wasn't super appealing, but that's pretty much it. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on what I have going on here. And I don't know, I mean, if you guys have any questions on any of these pens or the inks or the cases or anything, I'm more than happy to answer any questions. If you're looking for recommendations on something, please feel free to ask, and I'll help out as much as I can with any kind of information, or I can point you in the direction to get you more information. Thanks.